Alrighty, welcome back, guys. Are you ready for another match of multiplayer on the Xbox 360?
I am ready.
I'm going to play
Xbox,
against you, right? Yeah, that's what we said we were going to do. Is that, I think... Oh, actually, no. All right, let's get these out of here. All right, with no offense to the Xbox 360, I love it. We are showing you the mouse and keyboard created by God himself. We're going to have... Casey. Look, my mind is, yes, Casey. Yes, we spent so much time together on Monday.
I know.
So we're going to have Casey here playing the PC build of the game. This is with a mouse and keyboard. We got a mouse provided to us by Razer. It's a Razer Naga mouse, which I'm going to see if I can take home because they gave that to us. And some Dell keyboard we have lying around. So here, you guys are seeing it now.
This is super exciting because this is the first time that we get to show many of the passionate fans PC UI. Now, we did have it playable in Gamescom, but this is the first time we're streaming it for anyone to be able to check out. And this really is sort of a love letter, right, Casey? To those
totally a love
fans.
letter.
We know that there may have been some concerns about where's PC UI, but the UI and design team did an awesome job of bringing to you what you will see Casey play through. So, one of the first things you see is the phone booth, which is very, very iconic.
I was about to say, that reminds me, I have not actually seen the PC UI yet.
Yes.
So this is new to me.
This is very iconic of the original game, where you sort of had this 3D rectangular phone booth looking thing that not only shows you where you have the mouse pointing to, but also the height and the level height that you can bounce back and forth in between. So that's one of the first big changes. Casey's going to move his soldiers around. It is a very, very simple interface. You will right-click when you want to move them. Obviously, you get a little sense of a grid. Even though we don't have a grid, there's a sense of a grid as you move the phone booth around. Right now, he's switching his soldiers, clicking on them with the mouse and keyboard. And we have all these different hotkeys, so there's different ways to do things for each action, which is really exciting to us. All right, revealing an alien.
So some of you might recognize this as the same save game that I played on Monday. Did we turn up the difficulty or not yet?
No, let's turn up the difficulty.
Let's turn up the difficulty.
We're going to crank it up. Now,
I like the challenge.
we have to give a caveat. Turning up the difficulty in the middle, it's there to be like, if you're feeling that the game is not enough of a challenge or it's too hard for you, you can adjust it mid-campaign. But it actually does not have all the same ramifications as starting a campaign with that difficulty. So while he's going to crank it up to impossible.
I'm really good.
He's going to crank it up to
find joy
I think
suffering.
I can beat impossible.
Casey likes suffering.
So he's going to go ahead and do that. But keep in mind that while this will make the mission harder, it's not really indicative of what a campaign mission would actually be in a true impossible difficulty campaign.
Right, the alien numbers and things like that are not 100% the same.
Because the aliens are already here on the map because the level was already started.
Right. Now this is a really cool example of what Casey was just doing. Can you go back and click? Yeah. You have the alien heads in the bottom right corner. And this is a really simple way with mouse and keyboard to toggle between the aliens that you have revealed and that you have line of sight to. Now, like I said before, there's multiple ways to do things. So Casey can also click directly on the alien, similar to the original XCOM, which would then allow the soldier to target them. You can also go down into the shot HUD with the space key, enter. There's all these different hotkeys with how to do things. He can toggle then between the aliens by, again, clicking on the head, hitting tab.
I gotta say, that phone booth effect made me really happy when I saw that.
Yeah, isn't it sort of nostalgic?
It's very nostalgic. I didn't even realize that it wasn't there until I see it and I go, oh man, that is just so 1994 XCOM.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. One other thing, as you can see, there's sort of hints of a grid. Now our game is very, oh no, mutons. That impossible might have taken some effect.
Yeah.
So the grid, there is no underlying grid because we wanted a very free-flowing, organic battlefield. But with mouse and keyboard, where we understand discrete pointing and clicking makes sense, if you hold down the right mouse button, it can sort of give you this tactical mode to give you a sense of where you're able to go. Can you hold down right-click? There you go.
Oh,
so
awesome.
You can actually see in your single unit distance where you can move to, and then also dashing without having to drive the mouse everywhere.
Did you mean
That was
to
a poor
click there?
choice.
That was a
Yeah,
very poor
that was
choice.
very
Casey.
poor choice.
Your last move of the turn, you went in the middle of nowhere.
You can blame that one on me, I guess. I was
I'm just
rambling.
trying to handicap myself.
Oh,
you know.
man. Is he out of cover? What were you doing?
I,
Oh, man. So we have lots of hotkeys. We also have fully customizable key bindings. Players can go into the options and set the controls, obviously, however they want. Oh, no. Is that two? Guys,
Mutons.
Casey's in
there's
trouble
a
here.
lot of mutons and a lot of sectoids.
Although the people who watched the live stream on Monday, they remember this because they remember which aliens came out of where. and-
Right.
yes, because keep in mind, we didn't go. If we had put a save right before going into this mission,
Right.
and gone in, it would be different because
Yes.
it's randomly generated
Yep.
each time. It's your placement, aliens placement, numbers, position, all that would be different.
Joe
We-
Sullivan.
Oh.
Joe Sullivan just died. One of our
I'm sorry,
critically
Joe.
wounded,
one of our
not
PR
dead.
friends just ate a bullet. Oh, no,
man.
panic.
Goodness.
He's still alive, but he's panicking.
That was a high-ranked guy that panicked.
Yeah,
He's scared.
he might have gotten critically wounded on a previous mission. It stays with him throughout the game. Oh, your shiv's going. Casey, I don't know what you're gonna do here.
I may have
I
overestimated
didn't
my
know
skills.
that.
Now-
I didn't know that stays with them.
Can we show them zooming as well? There's a little bit more fidelity with the zooming in PC, where you can mouse wheel up and down. You actually have a little bit more of a vantage point on the battlefield than on the consoles. We thought that made a lot of sense for our PC fans, and that's something else you can do. What are you
I
gonna
don't
do
know
here,
what
man?
to do. Any suggestions?
I'm not gonna give you
fall
any
back
pointers.
to the Sky Ranger.
Yeah.
Abort.
Retreat
No,
is
man,
probably
you gotta
the best
win
option.
this. Oh man, Casey, they're talking trash to you. Sorry, Casey, you lose. They don't see any hope. He is so lame at this game.
They're being really
Go on,
cruel to
Casey.
Oh,
Casey.
yeah?
Look at that, 95%
Watch
chance
that.
to hit.
Go on.
Oh.
All right.
Critically hit, you better finish him off now.
Yeah, you got it.
No.
You know what? If I were you, this would rile me up, and I would want to turn things around. Casey, I have confidence in Casey. This man engineered
Oh.
this game. Oh no, is that another?
No, I think it was those guys that
Those
got
are the
revealed
same
last
ones.
time.
No.
So you can also see the alien heads for quick reference. That yellow alien head, he's flanked, which you
I
wanna
really
target those
like
guys.
that. I really like that addition.
Yeah, yeah, on
I
the
played
PC.
the game way back before that was added, and then when I saw when it was added, I went, "That's a really good idea," because you could still tell before, but you see right away, like,
Right.
I have a flanked alien. Just the way the game presents information very quickly is nice.
Right, absolutely.
You have access to a lot of information very, very quickly. The interface presents it all, but it's also in a very clean way. It's not tons of clutter.
Right,
It's
right.
minimalistic, but also all the information you need.
No, we're really excited about it. The the ability icons, there's hotkeys for those. You can go into Overwatch by pressing Y on the keyboard. You can double click on the icons with the mouse instead. The UI and design team did a really good job of making it feel clean and elegant, and we hope people are excited about it. We're very excited.
Someone wanted to
Look
know
at
what
this.
is the what's the effect of flanking? You had mentioned flanking. He does,
Yeah.
What does that actually do?
Yeah, I mean, flanking is huge. That is one of the baseline tactics that, from the very beginning, you will learn how to flank in the first mission. And that skyrockets your chance to hit and critically wound an alien. So you really want to think about cover positioning, line of sight, how you can maneuver your guys to flank an alien. So that
I'm not doing a
Neutron-
very good job at that.
Yeah, you're not. What's going on, Casey? You're not
Hey,
you're not
Mr.
flanking.
Shiv.
You got to show.
I'm flanking. I'm just
If our lead engineer cannot show off how to flank,
impossible's
these
hard.
guys are not going to be very confident.
So sometime
Impossible
this
is hard.
weekend, I'm gonna hopefully get a chance to play the 2 missions from Monday again on Impossible.
Yes.
We're gonna show people the difference.
Right.
You know, with the same guy behind the wheel.
Yeah.
You saw on Monday I completed both objectives. I completed both missions. I lost 1 soldier each.
Oh,
And
nice.
I lost 1 soldier each in pretty stupid ways, as people pointed out on the forum. So one time there was a really wounded sniper, and I pulled him back and took a pot shot with the pistol rather than fully pulling him back. And I told people, honestly, there were some moves I made because I wanted to show off more
Right.
of the game, and so
Of
I made moves
course.
that weren't quite as ideal.
Of course.
I'm hoping to this weekend getting to do it on Impossible, and I will play as good as I can and see how well I can do on Impossible, because
yes,
I have not played the game on that difficulty yet.
If you Impossible is yes, it is impossible. And then if you combine either Classic or Impossible with Iron Man mode, that is very fun. That's what I'm personally playing through right now. Classic Iron Man.
When the game launches, I'm going Impossible Iron Man.
Impossible Iron Man. You are a masochist. I like that.
I mean, I'll probably lose, but I'm going to do it.
I can't wait to see the first fan that actually beats Impossible Iron Man. Like that's a huge win. We will send Jake Solomon out to give you a personal hug if you beat Impossible Iron Man mode. Don't quote me on that. PR.
One thing I really like about XCOM is how different people have different styles of reloading or not reloading, and some people have different philosophies. Some people will reload over and over and over again until they complete that mission with no wounded soldiers and no casualties.
Right.
And that's the way they like playing. They want to get through perfectly because maybe they really like the tactics of the high level perks, and so they don't want to lose any soldiers because then they got to have another rookie again.
Right.
And then there's the flip side, and actually you see this in Civilization as well. Same thing.
Right.
There are people that will reload constantly, to make sure the game goes the way. And you got people like me. I'm a believer in never reloading. Let the chips land. Wait.
Yes.
Let the chips land. Is that the right expression?
Yes.
I feel like
or deal with the hand that you were dealt.
The hand that you were dealt, and the chips
falling
where they may
the way that
something.
I'm with you, man. I'm lost.
On the table. So. And so
Casey's
for
actually
me,
a big believer in that.
Iron
Casey
Man
does not like reloading,
yeah,
right, Casey?
Iron Man was the most exciting thing for me.
What's going on, man? I look over and I see someone dying.
Yeah, we weren't really paying
not feeling
attention,
good
but all of
about
a sudden he's not doing very good.
Is there any good questions on here?
I see. I was going to answer a question that has been coming up a lot.
Okay.
There's a question that you guys have been asking over and over again, or at least one guy has been asking very loudly over and over again. The chips fall where they may. That's what it is.
Yes. Thank you.
So I'm going to answer it. You guys have been asking about mod support, and the answer is at release we do not have mod support in the game. It's something that we are very interested in. We like the mod community, we like that sort of thing, and so it's something that they're definitely interested in adding in the future. But at this point, not at release, and no promises. But
I didn't know that
but
guy
it's
was
something
there.
that I know Jake and the rest of these guys. They're big fans of it, and it would be something they would like to do.
Right.
So there's the answer to that question. You can stop asking over and over again. Maybe that guy who was spamming it got. He may have. I'm not angry. Doughboy 31392 asked why I'm so angry.
Greg's not angry. You seem very calm right now.
Sometimes when I get excited and animated, I speak with a very loud voice, and I speak in a very kind of almost commanding way. That my friends have.
Well, you're telling it how it is.
And it may come across as very, perhaps a little aggressive, but I don't mean to be. It's just how I talk.
No. Yes.
I'm sorry if you thought I was angry. I'm not angry.
Squatty7724, yes, in UFO missions, you can punch holes and make your own entrance, just like in the original, which a lot of very, very fun memories come from that. Yeah, I did that a few times where I used a rocket launcher to take out a squad in front of a large scout, and you think you take them out, and then you reveal a couple squads inside the UFO, and you're not ready for that. And I know that's something that happened a lot in the original, and we're excited to be able to recreate those types of memories from the original game.
A question up there was, what was it? It was a good question. I was going to answer it.
There's a UFO one, so is it after that?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, whoever it was that asked that question.
Firaxis staff are terrible at their own game. Hey, it's a hard game. Don't.
I'll admit I'm playing terribly.
Look, we made it hard for you guys. You guys wanted this
now I'm out of ammo.
to be hard.
Someone asked what the circles are for. Oh, good question. I don't think they've seen those before.
Okay.
I believe they're talking about the med circles.
Yeah. So those guys are actually critically wounded, correct, Casey?
Is it two critically?
You have two critically wounded guys on top of each other.
Critically wounded
and
guys.
if he had a medikit or a medic,
he does because they only show if you're a medic, right? Yeah.
Right. Then he can go and revive them, or at least stabilize them, depending on what perk he has. Which I don't know, might be wise to do right now. I don't know if you want to.
The same
Casey said
circle.
no.
The same circle will
Casey
appear
said
around
They're goners.
wounded guys.
They're
Right.
If
and
they're
he
wounded,
also has to reload. And the reload mechanic's really cool. You don't have, ammunition clips, obviously, as most of you know. But there's a really cool minor mechanic inside the battles where you can't just shoot every single turn. Depending on what weapon you have, after 3 or 4 turns, you're going to have to take a turn to reload and replenish your gun.
I remember the question. So someone asked, can aliens shoot you before you spot them? And the answer is...
If they're in Overwatch.
The answer is yes.
If they're in Overwatch, absolutely.
Yeah, and there are aliens, there are some aliens that are sitting on the map still, kind of waiting for you to find them, although I believe if you make too much noise, they can
Yes,
come for
there's
you.
some aliens that they're sort of lurking. They might be lurking around a body that was abducted. There are some aliens that are patrolling as well, so they're dynamically moving around the map.
Yeah, so those patrolling ones, they will, you'll end your turn, you won't see any aliens, and they will walk out of that fog and they will shoot you. That definitely does happen.
Oh, Casey has a 2-for-1 shot here. Was that the mind controller? I mean, the mind merger? Beautiful. So Casey just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Mike,
so I moved to a flank position. People probably thought I was doing something really dumb, but that was pretty smart.
We tried to show that on Monday, but the tactics didn't support. Oh, blood call. That's not good.
Yeah, so the mutants can blood call, which will buff any other mutants around them and make their shots even do more damage.
People are asking how many units can be in a squad. At the beginning of the game, you can field 4 units in your squad, and then there are upgrades that you can unlock, which are actually quite expensive, that allow you to unlock 5 slots and then 6 slots total.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
And longtime fans will know that yes, that is definitely a reduction in squad size from the original game. And Jake speaks very well to his vision behind why that's the case. I don't want to try to repeat his.
Yes, and actually next.
Oh, that's not good.
Next Manus has a very good question.
There goes my cover.
You're all right though, right? Oh no, don't tell me is this your last guy?
This is my last guy.
I wanted to rotate the camera for next Manus. You can rotate the camera. Right, Casey?
Yeah, he did it in the beginning, actually.
Oh, good. Okay, all right, awesome.
So as you can see, impossible is
rating
really, really hard.
Terrible.
You got a terrible rating.
That's terrible.
Casey.
They're never going to let me do this again.
No, definitely not.
I don't know.
I'll take you on in multiplayer, though.
Oh, man.
So if I beat you in multiplayer after this performance, what does that mean?
I'd have to quit. I could clearly no longer be the voice of XCOM if that were the case.
So we obviously didn't do well, and now things are going pear-shaped back in headquarters as well.
You were terrible, and you should feel bad.
I do feel bad.
I like that.
I'm never going to hear the end of this.
So this is pretty interesting. This is our HQ UI.
Right.
And can you?
Things are spiraling out of control as a result of losing that mission.
Right.
I like this question. Without giving too much away, Fallon 1 asks, there's someone mentioned about being able to purchase soldiers at higher levels so you don't have to level a rookie. And, well, you can probably speak to it.
Yeah. You can do that. So we have actual special missions. You don't just necessarily go on abduction missions or terror missions. You can get these... What happened?
KIA.
You can get these special missions from the Funding Council where you may have to disarm an alien bomb or rescue a VIP. And a lot of times the rewards from these missions can be a leveled up soldier that is already a sergeant or is already given a class. And that's a good way to sort of offset any classes that you lose early in the game. But again, just like anything, it's a choice you have to make. You're giving up funds, you're giving up scientists if you choose.
It's always
to go
an agonizing choice when it's
Absolutely.
like, 4 scientists or 1 assault soldier. And I'm like, well, I just lost my best assault soldier.
Right.
But my science is a little behind where I'd like it to be, and I really need more science. And every time you have to choose.
This is Squatty Garrett Bittner. He is our 2K producer.
Wow, that's a spitting image.
But man, that is a spitting image of him if he had a flat top haircut.
And dyed his hair.
Right. Give him the guile hair. Give him the guile hair. That would be fitting for.
That was clearly
helmet.
unfinished
There you go.
currently.
Yes. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Oh, where is it?
It's in there.
There it is.
is.
That is Garrett Bittner.
God,
looks
that haircut
very much
is
like
amazing.
him.
So for those of you that don't know, that's the flat top haircut, which is one of the things you get in the Elite Soldier Pack, which we have talked about.
You click directly
the
on
Elite
the
Soldier
facility.
Pack being the pre-order bonus that you get if you pre-order now. It's actually a launch bonus, which you guarantee access to if you pre-order. And you get to customize your soldiers, and you unlock that classic flat top haircut from the first game.
I don't know why, but I love this so much. You can pan around the base, obviously edge screen, and then click directly on any facility, and you go right in. You don't have to use the menu on the top, and that's just a really cool, nice, elegant.
Or if you want to.
Yes, there's also the buttons, but
on the buttons.
Clicking directly in the facility feels very smooth on PC, and it brings you right in. Then you can make your choices.
So I guess we should load up the terror mission.
Yeah, let's do the terror.
No, that's actually for another day.
Oh, all right, we'll save that.
I
then.
mean, I hate to deny them things, but we are going to show off the terror mission with the PC mouse and keyboard interface.
I thought I was going to have a chance to redeem myself.
You know what? I'll make sure that you get to come back on.
Yes, Casey.
In some fashion.
I know, man. Yeah,
but
I can do it.
We're hitting 3 p.m. here, which is our end time.
All right.
So you guys are the last feature of the day. Now I know some cynical people out there might say, "Oh, he clearly saved the PC interface for the last thing because he knew he'd stick around." Honestly, it was supposed to be at 10 a.m. We had some last-minute issues with the computer we were using to show the game, and that was what took so long. In fact, I had to fight to make sure that we were able to still show this today and not just put it off till tomorrow. So I really wanted you guys to get to see this. It was something that I had promised you guys get to see, so I'm glad we were able to finally show it off. And honestly, I'm happy I got to see it because I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited we got to show it off. The team is extremely excited. Obviously, Firaxis is a PC. They're a PC developer, and we're just very, very excited to be able to show this off.
Yeah, you guys
Absolutely.
do mostly PC games.
Yeah,
And,
Right.
I hope you guys liked it.
And I think it's important to know, like, that you can play with the controller on the PC version as well. So the choice is up to you, and it's pure preference. I mean, they're both
I was
streamlined.
gonna
They're
play-
both very easy.
I was going to play on the controller when it comes out because I'm going to play this game a lot, even when it, even though I've had a chance to play it a lot. I've done it all on the controller, and I really like it. I'm actually almost more impressed. Let me make sure that you interpret this the correct way. I'm not saying I'm more impressed with the console interface because I like it more than the PC interface. I'm saying I'm more impressed because it's a turn-based tactical game, and making that work on a controller, presenting the information, giving you those options, it's actually really hard to do. Like,
No,
if you've ever tried to play an RTS on a console, it's very, very difficult to design.
Very
And
hard
this
to do.
is very similar.
It is.
I'm impressed that it plays as perfectly as it does on the controller. So those of you getting it for Xbox 360 or PS3, you're going to be very happy with it. And those of you getting on the PC, playing with mouse and keyboard, are also going to be very happy with it. And that is just a testament to you guys really putting in the work to make it play really great both ways.
The team did a phenomenal job, and I can't wait to tell them all of the hearts and love that we are seeing from the 2K community. It's awesome being able to show this to you guys the first time, and we're getting some really. It seems like people like the first look, so we can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
And with that, we're going to actually sign off for the day, I believe. No, we're not signing off for the day. All right, they're correcting me. They shouted in my ear. I don't know what we're doing next.
Let's answer some questions.
Okay, so we're going to actually answer some more questions because they're actually doing something after this. So let's ask some questions. So people, again, they're asking about the demo. We've answered that before. We are not talking about if and when a demo is coming. The information is classified, but if you stay tuned to all of our various ways that we release information, the website, Twitter, Facebook, the forums, it'll be on all of those things all at the same time when we announce. And people are asking about the PC specs. The PC specs have now been finalized.
Yes.
I will tell you that much. I need to double check what they are, and I'll see if I can let you guys know on our live stream tomorrow. It's not going to be a giant surprise, but I guess there are people on the fence and they're wondering if they need to get a new PC or upgrade their machine. I'll see if I can show you tomorrow. I would say don't hold me to that. I'm fairly confident I'll be able to, so we'll see.
Why do none of us have flannel on? I like that question.
We saved the flannel for Jake.
Yeah, is the flannel coming out in full effect tomorrow? I mean, it's hard to find a game developer without flannel on. Great question, but I don't have a good answer for you at the moment. Do buildings collapse? The team did an awesome job with fracturable buildings, but as you can see, I'm leading to an unfortunate no. They do not collapse, but you can tear them apart. The framework stays intact, which is the 4 corners. We just, we didn't have time to get full collapsing floors, right, Casey?
Right.
There was another one.
I'm trying not to lose this time. I'm sorry. I'm like, all my
Look at
attention
you going
is
at it
focused
again.
on this.
I think you guys riled him up.
I don't think
He's
they can
playing
even see
now.
it. Oh, there you go.
Because I can tell right now, I know Casey, he is burning inside because of the way that he lost the last match. So he wants to redeem himself.
I got 2 questions here. Is there a level of soldier customization even without pre-ordering? Yes. You can customize your soldiers quite a bit. You can customize their hair, their skin color, their nationality, the way they look. There's a bunch of customizations. The Elite Soldier Pack, I believe, just adds armor customization as well as the flat top haircut. But all the other
helmets,
customizations
stuff
still
like that.
there. Oh,
Right.
and helmets, yeah.
Right.
So it's all armor-related things. So you can definitely do that. You wanted to...
I see a lot of interception questions. Yes, we do have air combat. There is some articles on that, but yeah, we totally have interception. It's similar to the original. We have a few tweaks of our own where you can consume some items to make your jets aim better, to make them harder to hit, to make them close in, which is better with certain weapons. It's a very similar style experience to the original.
And let's see, man, these got questions come in. Do Amazon digital pre-orders also get the unannounced digital bonus? I'm not going to give any clues or details on what that unannounced pre-order bonus is, except that it is awesome, and that we will be talking about it next week. So just tune into our all of our different things. Let's see. They want a Greg flexing shot. I'm not going to do that, I don't think.
Flex.
Because Jake did it, and then the requests for things for him to do became much more
spiraled
depraved.
out of
It
control.
Spiraled out of control.
That's interesting. I wish I was there for that.
Immediately.
Really?
It was just, they were, asking him to do things, and it was mostly, and then he flexed, and it was like he just flexed.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it was like, he's willing to do what we asked him to do. And then it was like, the sky's the limit in what they were asking.
That's a pretty powerful thing. Like, they can just type a few words in, and we'll do it, like crazy clowns. I think you should flex. I think you should. Oh, he's going for the Hulk flex.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Is it this way or that way? Let's see.
I saw this gore setting a few times. No, we do not have a gore setting. Sorry, CatScan, if you wanted that. We do not have a gore setting.
It is, yeah, there's always blood.
There's always a little bit of blood. It's not gratuitous, not overboard.
See, look at that. I
bit.
flex, now get naked. I
Now
told you, it
get
escalates.
naked. I mean,
immediately.
it
they
didn't
don't
escalate. Like, it just went straight to.
There's no path. There are two.
Right.
There are 2.
Now kiss Casey.
Yeah, see,
Can I give you a kiss on the cheek,
No.
Casey? Please?
No, because then what will they ask for?
I don't know, man. I don't know where this is going to go. What's
Joe
that?
Full Access Sullivan.
You talk about free aim with like a rocket launcher and stuff?
Yeah, you can free aim with the rocket launcher, obviously grenades, different abilities like that. But we do not have free aim with traditional shooting, with guns. Now, if you aim at a target, an alien, and your soldier
see, he's
misses,
doing free aim right now with the. Actually, they don't see him right now.
Oh,
But if
hey,
they,
it's not. Well, Casey's still playing. He's doing free aim with the rocket launcher right now. Just blew away 2 mutons. But if you miss with a standard laser or a ballistic weapon, you can punch a hole in a building or destroy cover. So that sort of emergent gameplay happens all the time just from missing shots.
And you'll notice that that rocket didn't go where I aimed it.
You,
so I rolled a
you
miss,
missed.
and then
someone said, can you stop chrysalids from impregnating your soldiers? Well, you can shoot the
I don't know.
chrysalids.
You can shoot the chrysalids, but other than that, I mean, they have one thing on their mind, and it is impregnation. They want to have more little baby chrysalids. So.
I have found the most effective way to prevent them from impregnating your soldiers is there's a particular assault perk that automatically does reaction fire if they close in very close.
Right.
And they don't need to be on Overwatch. It's just you always get to do it as soon as an alien comes close. It's unbelievable. It's very, very high level.
Close combat specialist. It's high level, but it's an awesome perk. If a chrysalid or any alien runs within your radius for close combat, they get a free shot at them. It's really
actually one of my favorite perks to do interesting tactics around, where I would go, okay, I'm going to put my assault soldier up where I know that they saw me run to this cover down here.
Right.
Because that muton's going to have to come around the corner to shoot me.
Right.
And I'm going to get a free shot on him. And I've got a guy further back with Overwatch.
Right.
And it's better than I could have done from shooting him. And figuring out how to use that perk.
Now, there is also a chrysalid contraceptive called chitin plating, which is actually an item in the game. If you do capture a chrysalid, you can research after you autopsy them and build chitin plating, which greatly makes your soldiers more effective against melee attacks.
That's right. Yeah, so that's actually it's not, there's not a prevention if they kill your soldier. There's no way to prevent it post-mortem, but you can, there are things that will make fighting chrysalids less impossible.
Right. Can you pick up and use alien weapons mid-mission? Unfortunately, we cannot. That's one of the things. You can't put, a dead body in your backpack like you could in the original, unfortunately. But obviously, you do get their weapon fragments when you kill them. You bring them back to base, research, and build your own alien weapons to bring on another mission. Awesome chrysalid condoms. That it's interesting where these conversations go. But chitin plating is a chrysalid condom, almost. Very, very interesting.
Let's see. We've got
ambient sound music playing a big part of XCOM. I'm a big music guy. Let's see what this question is.
He said the original XCOM had some of the greatest ambient music that increased the game's creepiness.
Yes. So when you play the game, before any aliens are revealed, there is this extremely ambient, atmospheric soundscape. That's it's less melodic. It's more just something is off, something is wrong here, and it's very reminiscent of the original. Our composer Roland Rizzo did a phenomenal job with that. But then when you do engage in aliens, we wanted to increase the drama and the tension. And Michael McCann actually composed. He did Deus Ex: Human Revolution. He composed these action-oriented tracks as you are engaged.
And we saw a lot of comments on Monday that said that, man, the music sounds a little bit like Deus Ex.
We loved his stuff. Yeah, we loved his stuff, and I think he did a good job.
Can you change the flag on a soldier?
No, actually, that's one of the things you can't customize. When you get a new recruit, that is the country that they came from. That's where they came from. You can customize how they look still, but they're always going to be from that country.
You can completely change their nationality, the look of their nationality, but
can.
Not the flag. And I actually like that because you can change everything, but it's like, no, that guy came from Brazil, and he always came from Brazil, and that you can't, plastic surgery only goes so far. Doesn't change what color he bleeds or something.
Right. What else we got here?
All right, we're going to do our last question here, and we're going to cut to our final segment of the day.
You pick it, Greg.
Let's see. Okay, I'll answer this one real quick. Will there be one-player skirmishes like multiplayer matches? No, it's only the head-to-head is only with humans.
Right.
You want to play against the AI, just press start new game.
Right.
Here we go. How would you rate your day on a scale of 0 to 10, and would flannel increase the score? This is a really, really stupid last question, but you know what?
Question.
Sometimes
those are my favorite kinds.
How's your day been?
Well, my day, I would say, has been an 8.7. It's been extremely good.
Are you sure it's not an 8.6? That's a high degree of granularity there.
Yeah, 8.7. It would be, 9.9, but I was up a little late last night, and so it's been, Casey
that's
too.
how PAX goes.
Casey has sad face. But flannel probably would bump it up a little bit. But I made a conscious decision not to wear flannel, so I wouldn't be called out by our wonderful, passionate XCOM fans for wearing flannel.
All right. Well, that's our last question. We're going to cut to a Borderlands trailer here, and when we come back, we're going to come back with our final segment, which I'm going to go find out what it is. I'm excited because I didn't know we were doing another thing. So. This will be fun. It'll be a surprise for both of us.
Yes.
Of me and all of you as a single entity. Both of us. All of us. All right, let's go.